So here we are in the homage to the Series 1 workshop. It's all Series 1. Right, so here we are. We're going to make a jig for this Series 1 Land Rover Bulkhead so we can do all the serious repairs on it. So we've never seen a jig before made for one of these, so it's kind of trial and error. We're going to be making it up as we go along, but no doubt it's going to be the best Series 1 Bulkhead jig you've ever seen. Right, so what we're doing now, we're working out where all the support bars are going to go, where we're actually going to support this bulkhead on the frame. Ideally you want to put these supports where they're not going to be in the way when you start rebuilding, replacing panels. So we're thinking of putting a couple of brackets on this front section here where the holes are already, and then obviously we're going to put brackets on there on the corners as well to hold it all secure, so then when we want to work on one end we can just unbolt it and the rest will stay in position still. So what are you doing now, Tim?
I'm going to try with the bracket we just made to the jig, but I think I'm going to have to be a contortionist to be able to do it.
Okay. We'll just...
Helps if I put them on the right side.
Oh, right.
I'll make sure I get them on the right side. Because that one should go that way. Which means you want the nuts bottom side.
You're going to weld them on?
I'll weld them on to this side because then I don't have to have three hands.
Yep.
To put them on. Welding. For the eagle-eyed viewers, it's not welded nice because it's pure argon.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tim just mentioned we're using pure argon. That's all we had, so it doesn't weld very well. It's ideal for TIG, but it's not very good for MIG welding. But that's all we've got in the bottle, so. You even got wing nuts, look.
Oh, yeah, even better. I never get it on. More thinking involved.
So now we're trying to level it up with blocks so that we can get the right brackets positioned. Right, so we're just we haven't finished making the jig yet, but we're just retrofitting these panels, these replacement panels we've got for the footwells. You can buy them complete, I think, completely built footwells, but for some reason I bought all the panels instead, and so it's going to be a lot harder than it looks, or a lot harder than I originally thought, especially with this panel here, because we've just noticed that it's folded the wrong way. That top fold should be folding outwards, not inwards, and the bottom as well. So that panel's got to go back to the manufacturer and get a replacement. Right, while you're in having your tea, we've carried on and done the second bracket on the bottom there. We have to knock that bracket off and just readjust it, but that's what it's all about when you're dealing with 50-year-old vehicles.
Your floor's pretty good. So the blocks of wood. Best place to do that. Or actually, I think that's just going to work.
Do you want to loosen them 30 mils off?
No, I think it's just about got it. That's the worst part, is getting it level. Once you get it from level and get it a couple of solid points. It's not so bad. Pretty good. We should move again.
So we've just turned over the frame. Really gives you a good sense of how rotten this bulkhead actually is. Needs a lot of work. The history of this bulkhead, well, it's obviously the original one from this from our vehicle, our project vehicle. I had it dipped somewhere up north, can't remember the company name, one of the big dippers anyway, so it was acid dipped to remove all the old rust and sealants and stuff, and this is how it come back, probably about half of its normal weight. So, but luckily there's companies in the UK that supply replacement and repair panels for these, and that's what we've done. We've bought a load of repair panels, so we're going to rebuild it. Well, we're making progress.
I think this is all a bit wobbly.
Mm.
I think it is supposed to be sort of square against the box section here. So I think we'll make up something next to bring this up square and bolt the bulkhead to the jig here. And then we'll work on some other points for when we cut the
Ends off.
Yeah, cut the pillars off. Something that will support the rest of the jig whilst that's rest of the bulkhead. Sorry, that whilst that's not there. So, yeah. Takes some thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Entirely sure what's right behind there, so I don't want to get stuck too far around. Oh, that deal.
Right, we finished the jig. We've put some feet on it, made it pivot, and now we're just reinforcing the welds, because we just tack welded it. So now we're just gonna, now we know it's how we want it, I'm just gonna put a few more strengthening welds in, and that'll be ready.
Don't film that. Walk that a bit. Just put that up a bit there, man.
Right, we've decided to make some feet for this lovely new frame, and it'll spin around so we can move it in different angles to weld it. So we've just welded on some bolts. Using what scrap we've got.
Balancing on my head.
Do you want me to hold it?
No, just so I just needed to mark the holes to drill it. Just trying to see where I put a cut and what steel I can get rid of and what steel I can keep. Then we go do a little bit just here. We've got a panel that replaces this one there.
Got what, mate?
We've got a panel that replaces the inside of this, because we're going to have to make something up if not, because it's full of holes.
I don't know. I think possibly, yeah.
That one only replaces the actual outside of it.
Okay. You can see that resembles a tea bag. Look at all those perforations all the way down there. That's to do with the design of that. It was double folded, so you had a cavity where dirt and water could sit forever in there. Bad design, really. There's a spanking brand new one. You've got to appreciate these guys that invest time and money in reproducing these old parts, because without guys like that, you know, where would we be? To be able to just pick that up off the shelf, fantastic. So when you see stuff like that, it's a little bit more expensive than you think it should be. Just bear in mind what they've had to do, make the tooling and everything. And probably only selling 10 or 20 a year.
That'll make things awkward. See if we can separate those. should be nearly ready to come off. And cut that piece off.